So I wanted to say something real quickly about YouTube's decision to hide the dislike button because I had just watched a video of somebody else talking about it and how it doesn't stop harassment in any way because actual harassment when people are targeting and going after channels like mine, it's it's a lot more than just a blue dislike button. And I can agree with that. Um, for the last year, I have been targeted and harassed endlessly on YouTube. And like, going to a video and seeing like 20 dislikes for 3 likes does not bother me. Not at all. There's still 3 likes. I don't care how many dislikes there are. 3 people like it, and that's all that matters. But what bothers me is the comments, the emails, the text messages, the phone calls. These are a lot more than a blue dislike button. Because the people harassing me, they have called me. I mean, my phone number used to be out there before I had it changed multiple times. And there was a certain user who was so obsessed with me that they would call me hundreds of times. They would just continue calling and calling, and I would cry and beg them to stop, and all they would respond with was, "What? I love you, but you're a murderer, and it's never going to end." I'm not a murderer. All of the evidence that they have proven to show what I supposedly did, it's faulty. It's based off of an abusive family member's lies. And yes, my family is abusive, and yes, they lied. These people, they decided to investigate whether my family was abusive by calling and questioning my family about it. Of course, they're going to lie. There was no $50,000 lawyer. There was no plea deal. There was no need for one because I was never the one that was going to be arrested because I didn't do it. But abusive family says there was a $50,000 lawyer, so that's what everybody believes. And suddenly, my abusive family is once again in control of the narrative of my life. People that hate me, people that do not want to see me succeed, people that actively need me to die. Because if anybody ever found out about what they did to that will, they could all be in a lot of shit. But if I die, it all goes away. So my family kind of needs me to die at this point, and everybody is rallying around them and supporting them. And yeah, we hate her too. We all hope she dies too. For a year, every video I make, I get comments telling me that I'm ugly, that I'm fat, that I'm stupid, that nobody loves me, nobody wants me, I'm nothing to anybody in this world and never will be. I don't deserve a home, I don't deserve medication, I don't deserve the help that I receive, I don't deserve friendship or love. I'm not a human being that is deserving of any of the things that other human beings are deserving of. For a year now, I've had these comments, and it gets in your head. Like at this moment, today's the 11th, right? That it means I have 7 more days before I might have to leave my home. That's 7 days. December 18th is the move out date, unless something has changed, and I don't know whether it has or not. I'm currently planning to leave next week and be homeless again. I'm not upset by it, because at this point it feels like an inevitability. It feels like if I don't become homeless again, I'm going to spend another year of absolute mental torture with these daily comments reminding me that I don't deserve to have a home. I don't deserve to have a life. I don't deserve to have food. I don't deserve to be well nourished or well hydrated or loved or cared about. I don't deserve these things. Why? Because my abusive family said that I lied about something that I didn't lie about, and everybody believed them. And now there's hundreds of people willing to abuse me, willing to tell somebody who they know has mental health issues that they're worthless, that they're garbage, that they deserve to die. I've got emails. I don't delete emails, so there are literally hundreds of emails threatening my life, telling me that it's never going to end. Anybody who ever donates to me publicly, like if somebody sends me $5 and says, I hope it helps, they'll receive messages threatening their lives for helping me. That's a lot more harmful to my mental state. That's a lot more harmful to my life than a little blue, and it's great that YouTube is like trying to do something, but that little blue thumb isn't what's bothering me. And I don't think that little blue thumb is what's bothering any of the other people who are targeted and harassed in masses when it comes to YouTube communities, especially with people with mental health issues. Because a lot of times you'll see, like, if I break down and I beg for it to stop, they'll say, no, keep going. She loves it. She's faking. This is all just manipulation. She doesn't want it to stop. She loves it. She loves it. I most certainly don't. I currently live in a home that I never furnished to become a home, because from the day that I moved in, people have been threatening me that my life will never be okay until I'm homeless again. They'll never stop until I'm on the streets again. So I never furnished my home. I have a bed and a TV and a stove and a fridge. I don't have like a couch. I don't have carpets or like a rug. As y'all like to point out, I don't have a shower curtain. I never bothered to buy any of those things because that would have made my home a real home that I could feel attached to. And if you're going to have to leave it again for whatever reason, because people hate you and have been contacting your landlord and your neighbors to get you out, you don't want to have a whole bunch of stuff that you're attached to that you have to leave behind. At least I don't. I've already had to leave behind a full home full of things that I was attached to. I don't want to do it again. When I moved in here, I had so much hope for turning it into a home, for having a place where I could feel safe. And that safety was taken away so quickly. And it was never reinstated. And YouTube can try to stop it with their taking away the dislike button, but it's not enough. And I don't know what it would be to be enough, because there are communities that are completely centered around cyberbullying and stalking and harassing people like me. And when you've got, the community that is against you is in the thousands, it's hard for your voice as a single person to be heard. And YouTube, they need to crack down harder, I guess, on their cyberbullying terms. But even so, like, at this point, every time somebody who is harassing me faces repercussions for it, they come after me harder because they blame me for it. If anybody reports their channels, I get the blame. And they say that I'm false flagging, even though I'm not reporting, and it's not false. Because they're literally making videos telling me to kill myself. That little blue thumb ain't the problem. That's the thing. It's the large communities that are based around hatred and stalking and bullying are the issue. And you can't really get rid of them because that does also, you know, the whole point of YouTube is that everybody can have a place to have their voice. And so that means you have to allow the cyberbullies to also have their voice. So, you know, there really isn't a solution to this problem, unfortunately, that keeps everybody able to have their freedom of expression on the site.